Hi all, thanks for watching. This is the 97th video in my Kingdom Come Deliverance playthrough, and I've gone back to working on the main quest. We're on all that Glisters, and we've met Sir Aldrich and are investigating the counterfeiting in Sisu. So we're just going to get back into game and continue on. That Zach, the blacksmith here, is the one that's actually supplying the copper sheets that the counterfeiters are using. So we're just going to head back over to the inn and talk to Ulrich. So the quest we got from the blacksmith here was called Rattled, and he wants us to challenge the Master Armor Ada. It seems that they have some dispute going on, and Zach is actually trying to buy out Ada in order to get a shot for his son. Now, I'm gonna work on this quest, but I think first I'll actually go back and speak to Ulrich in order to kind of let him in on what I've found so far. So we just gotta head back over to the inn here. Oh, we've got someone on the road. Let's see. We'll help a fellow out. Let me just grab some boots off my horse here, just in case he happens to need some boots.
Sir, please, sir, help me.
What's happened to you?
I've walked all the way from Kuttenberg, but as you can see, I'm barefoot. My feet are frayed to the bone. Don't you have a strip of clean cloth for me, good sir, so I can swathe my feet at least?
Yeah, good call. Okay, so we'll give him some boots. I usually do.
Wouldn't you rather have shoes?
What do you mean, sir?
Just what I said. I'll give you a pair of shoes.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. I seldom meet such a good Samaritan. God shall repay you.
Anytime. Take care now.
Excellent. I'll have to grab some more spares out of my chest, just in case I come across anyone else like that. Okay, so let's see if we can find Ulrich here. Last time he was inside, so let's see. Is he here? No. Don't see him. Fresco Master. Is he upstairs? Oh, right here.
So, what did Master Pfeiffer have to say?
I consulted him and we definitely have a starting point.
Tell me more.
Master Pfeiffer found out they need copper sheets for the core of the coins and quicksilver for the armor and the other part.
I see. They have such materials at the monastery.
Exactly. That's why I'm interested in the local forges.
Yes, that is good. Yesterday, I heard people from the craftsman's yard by the monastery complaining. They said they could not sleep at night because the blacksmith works all the time till dawn.
I see. That's certainly worth asking about. Have you heard anything else?
You said they use quicksilver. There is a painter lodging here who is painting the church in Ujits. I heard him complain also. He said that he went to the monastery for quicksilver and it was all gone.
Well, that's something to follow up as well. Thanks.
So they use quicksilver in paint? Okay. So I guess it's quicksilver is like a liquid maybe, or flakes or something. Um, okay, so what do we got? Talk to the master fresco painter. Well, that must be the fellow I just walked past. Let's see. See. It was that fellow in red. Okay, let's have a look here. Oh, it shows him right there. Maybe in the back corner or something? This must be him here.
Greetings, good night. How may I serve you?
I hear you've had some problems with the supply of quicksilver.
Problems? I should say so. For the third time this month they've told me they've none. There's no quicksilver to be had, they said.
And who exactly are you talking about? Who's holding back the goods on you?
The monastery overseer, or his assistant, more like.
So what did the overseer have to say to you?
Nothing. Apparently he doesn't deal in such trifles. Leaves it all to his assistant, the pompous git.
Surely such valuable material can't just vanish. Where can it be?
I wish I knew. Every time I ask for the red paint, there's a different reason why they haven't got the quicksilver to mix it. Once they said the goods never arrived, and another time that the wagon carrying it was ambushed. Then it went astray somewhere.
And you think they're lying?
Jesus, what do I know? But it seems pretty strange to me. 3 times in a row the same thing goes missing. There's bad luck and then there's something else.
What do you need quicksilver for?
I don't. They do. To mix up the red pigment for me. I'm painting the church in Ujits. Can you imagine how stupid those biblical scenes look without red?
Not really.
Then be glad you can. My eyes hurt just to imagine it.
That's all I need to know for now.
Ah. But wouldn't you care to buy something before you go? Or play a game? I really need some money. I've been waiting here a while and my stay's getting expensive.
I could play him dice, but if he's looking for money, I haven't really been losing much with the set of dice that I have. So let's see what he has for sale.
Why not? Show me what you have to offer.
Goodbye.
Oh, what's this? A training book. Skill book on drinking and alcoholism. Okay, I'll take that. And a treasure map. Okay, he's got a few good items here. Okay, so that takes care of that. So what do we got to do now? Okay, maybe I'm supposed to talk to all the blacksmiths, because this find out who in Sassu works with copper is still coming up. And I have to go over to the monastery, it looks like. Now for this quest, I have to go in and talk to Master Armorer Ada about the bludgeon duel. So I think I'll head over to the monastery, that's the closest.
Yeah!
I actually should talk to Johanka, seeing as I just finished her quest. She probably has something to say too. So let's go do that first. Let's see if we can find her. Praying as usual.
Greetings, Henry.
I noticed that the shadows in this room, they look really blocky. It doesn't happen in all the game, but seems to happen in some parts.
Johanka?
Henry. I'm still muddled from all that happened, but I want to thank you for standing by me. You've done more for me than anyone else I know.
You don't have to thank me. I only did what I consider right.
I'm still grateful, though. I'm in your debt. Take care.
Okay. I'm not sure what causes that blockiness, but I've noticed in that room and a few other spots, like over there, you notice kind of a little bit of a blocky edge. It's fine on the one side, but then down that side it's kind of blocky. I'll have to look that up. So we're looking for the overseer's office. Let's see. Okay, that seems to be right in front of me, so probably in here. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. Oh, I'm trespassing. Continue the investigation in the overseer's office. Okay, is there something I'm looking for? Okay, so what's this say? Okay, I'm thinking I have to talk to the overseer or the overseer's assistant, but he doesn't seem to be around. Another porter. Okay, well, let's head into town and talk to Oda, or Oda. We'll get that out of the way. Okay, so he's right next to the fast travel point here. Let's see. Yeah, his shop is right here. Oh, that's him there.
God be with you.
Do you make anything out of copper, Master?
I do a bit of Damascene decor sometimes. Why do you ask?
I'm looking for someone who could do me some copper sheets.
Well, that's pretty rough and ready work. I wouldn't waste my time with it. But go and ask Zach from the craftsman's yard by the monastery. He's bought up all the copper to be had around here anyway.
I was sent by Cornelius and King Charles.
I see.
What can you tell me about the blacksmiths here in Sasau?
Depends which ones you mean. In the town there's Mikesh. He's a decent man and an honest craftsman. And in the yard by the monastery there's Zach. But there's not many good words I can say about him.
Something about Mikesh.
Like I said, he's an honest craftsman, which isn't something you can say about every blacksmith in town.
What about the monastery blacksmith, Zach?
Well, him and me don't exactly see eye to eye. He wanted to buy my business, but I turned him down. Ever since then, he hasn't had a good word to say about me.
That'll be all. Thank you.
Master Armourer, I have a message for you from blacksmith Zach.
If it's another one of his so-called generous offers, you can go straight back and tell him I'm not selling, and that's that.
No, this is another matter. Vitus wants to challenge you to a duel.
What? Me fight with that brat? Zack must have lost his mind entirely.
That's not how it will be. The real duel will be between your pieces of handiwork.
How's that?
It will be a duel with bludgeons. No bloodshed. At most, a few bruises and some dents in the armour. Zack chose me to wear Vitus armour.
And so I'm to choose a champion of my own? That sounds reasonable.
Good. So let's agree on the time and place.
Hold your horses, young fella. I've got a counter offer for you. Now, I'm sure Zack is paying you well.
I won't deny it.
I could pay you more. And I'd tailor-make a cuirass just for you. What do you say?
You mean if I fight as your champion instead? I'm not sure how Zack would take it.
No. You fight on Zack's side and lose.
So he's offering me armor if I throw the fight. It's actually a better offer than what the other fellow was offering. And the other fellow is actually operating with criminals. Really like that armor piece. I'll do it.
All right, I'll do it.
Wonderful. Zack won't know what hit him.
So, choose the time and place.
What, me?
You're the one being challenged, so it's your right.
Well, it's all the same to me. Go and sort it out with the bailiff. He should know about it anyway, so I don't look like a troublemaker.
All right?
Yeah, it's been quite a while since I've gotten a new piece of armor. So hopefully he can give me something good. Okay. Plus, I don't think I'm very good with bludgeons, so if I lose, then I'll get nothing. Okay, let's go talk to the bailiff here. Just the man we need.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
I'm here on behalf of blacksmith Zack.
Zack? What does that madman want now? Don't tell me. It's another complaint about the Master Armorer. Well, you can tell Zack if you waste another minute of my time with that pathetic feudalism, I'll have him up for disrespecting the office of the bailiff.
No, it's not a complaint this time. In fact, Zack came up with an idea to settle the dispute once and for all.
Is that so? Well, that's a different kettle of fish. That's just what I was after. You have my full attention, friend. What's his plan?
A duel.
Jesus Christ! Has he lost his wits entirely?
Don't worry, Goodman Bailiff. No one will get killed. It will only be a duel with bludgeons. Zack chose me as his champion. I'll be wearing a suit of armour made by his son, Vitus, and I'll fight Otter's champion. Whoever falls first, loses.
That sounds like a fine spectacle for the village green. Naturally, I'll have to be present to ensure nothing untoward happens.
Your presence is certainly expected, Bailiff. We'd like you to referee the whole duel.
Very well. We'll have it on the marketplace in the front of the church. But when?
That's up to you.
It's pouring down outside. Such entertainments are best kept for more clement weather.
All right, Bailiff. I'll come another time.
Okay. Now this is the first time that I've seen them actually take the weather into account. So that's kind of cool. I've never actually seen that before. And it is pouring quite a bit. Actually, I'm just gonna make an adjustment to my sound. I find with the rain here, it's kind of hard to hear.
Pater noster, qui es in celis, sanctificetur nomen
let's
tuum, veniat
turn up
regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua.
That way we can just hear them a bit better. Okay, so what do I gotta do? Seeing as it's raining, I gotta kill some time here. So I guess we'll head back over to the monastery. See if we can't find the overseer or his assistant. Okay, so 1,700 hours. Okay, so all I've got to do is throw the duel and I'll get a piece of armor. Won't really make the one blacksmith happy, but he's the one that's supplying the copper, so I really shouldn't be helping him out here. Where is the fellow I'm supposed to speak to? Overseer.
My God, what happened to you? You look like you've been assaulted.
I'm looking for some quicksilver. Would you have any on hand?
Talk to my assistant. He deals with such trivial matters.
Fine, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Okay. Who's this fellow? Ah, excellent.
I'm glad to see you.
Do you have any quicksilver in stock?
Who's asking?
Nobody, I'm just asking.
Then I don't have any.
That sounds almost as if you don't want to sell it to me.
It's not that I don't want to. It's that I can't.
Can't you? In the Sasau monastery? That seems unlikely. It looks more like you're lining your own pockets to me. I wonder what people would have to say about that.
It's not. I'm not. Oh, shit.
Get to the point.
They came for me at noon. Directly to the office. The overseer was somewhere on his rounds. Some night, it was. Without a crest. Armed. He called himself Sir Jezek, and he had a lackey with him called Rapota, a scruffy fellow with a yellow cape. Always whistling he was. They told me they wanted all the quicksilver we order for the monastery. Of course, I told him that wouldn't be possible.
And then what? Did they threaten you?
Not at first. They tried to bribe me, and when I refused, they started threatening.
How did you hand it over to them?
I take it up the hill behind the monastery here. There's a big tree there with a small chapel underneath. Sometimes Rapota is there waiting for me. If not, I leave it there.
What did they threaten you with?
They said they know people in the monastery. That they'd have me thrown out and beaten for stealing.
And you had been stealing? I mean, before then?
You know how it is. I work my fingers to the bone and they pay me a pittance.
So they knew about you?
Yes, they knew my name, everything.
Very well. Thank you.
Good luck to you.
Okay. Well, it seems to have stopped raining. Let's see what we have here. Speak with Master Fafar. Check out the place where the materials are handed. Okay, that's not too far off. Let's actually head over there quick. Then we'll see about doing that duel.
Yeah.
Oh, hopefully it's worth it throwing the fight. I'm pretty sure that one fellow, Zach, won't be too happy when I lose. But at the same time, he's been feuding with Otta in order to kind of take his shop. I guess if I had asked him to come to Pravoslavich, then his son could have gotten the shop if Otta had come with me. Let's see. Oh, there's something in the trees there. Ah, a couple fellows. Okay, that must be it. Let me just move my horse a bit away from them, just in case I gotta run. Then at least I can get on my horse in case I have to ride off. They look like they're well armored.
Fuck. I'm almost sober again.
Why are you just sitting around?
Why not? Admiring the view. People just do not appreciate a lovely view these days.
Does the name Rapita ring any bells for you?
Rapota, you say? Rapota. No. I can't hear any bells ringing at all.
Look, you little jester, I'm investigating a crime against the king on the direct orders of Sir Radzik. Are you really going to keep pretending you don't know anything?
Hang on! What's all this about a crime against the king? I'm just keeping an eye on things. When a wagon comes in, I make sure nobody robs it. I get a commission for that, that's it.
See? That didn't hurt a bit. Where's Rapita?
I don't know. He's been staying in town lately. He hardly ever shows up here. It seems he's keeping an eye on someone there. I don't know who.
Who comes to fetch them?
I don't know. Some people. They don't speak, just look mean. Take the goods and go.
Bit of friendly advice. You're wasting your time here. Rapita's scarpered and won't be coming back this way anytime soon. You might as well pack up and go home.
What? That bastard owes me a dozen groschen. Damn it! Now what? Ah, well, no use hanging around here anyway. In any case, thanks for the information. I could have been stuck here for weeks.
Okay. Well, they didn't attack me, so that was good. Seems they're just kind of middlemen. Don't really know what's going on. Just make sure that the shipments kind of show up. Okay, so let's head back into town. Now, hopefully I can get this duel underway before it gets dark. Really? It's raining again? Jeez. I should have just rode my horse here.
From the woods or from the pen, it all tastes.
Okay. I know who in Sesu works with copper. Okay, well, I pretty much found out. Wonder who else I have to speak to. Master Fafar. Okay, well, let's talk to Master Fafar. And it looks like he's headed all the way over here to Sesu, so we don't have to go back to Rattay.
The Lord be praised. What brings you to me?
You look different, Master.
So as to fit in. I don't want it known that I'm in town.
Why?
I don't want to alarm our prey. Gossip spreads quickly, and if those scoundrels learn we're onto them, they'll flee.
That does make sense.
So what have you found out so far?
I found out where they get their quicksilver from. You were right, it was the monastery.
It was the only logical explanation.
It changed hands on the hill behind the monastery.
Have you been there to have a look around?
I have, but I didn't find anything interesting.
And have you found out who's behind it?
Someone called Rapata.
Not much, but it's a start. At least it's not a common name. Listen, Henry, I had another thought on the way here. Those counterfeiters have to have a punch die to make the fake coins.
Yes, of course.
That's sophisticated work. There's a man I know who works at the monastery yard, Master Engraver Jerome of Silesia.
You don't suppose that he's...
No, not that, God forbid. I know him well. He'd never do anything like that. But he runs an engraving workshop, so he might have heard something.
Very well, I'll ask him.
But ask with tact. I don't want him getting offended. And I prefer you not to mention me at all.
I'll try to think of something. That's all.
Goodbye.
Okay. Is it still raining? Yep. Alright. So we can't do this until it stops raining. Unfortunately, when it did stop raining, I fast traveled, and of course it started raining again. So what do we got to do? Check out the engraving shop. That's over there. Okay. So I'm actually going to ride.
Yeah.
Seeing as the time passes more quickly when you fast travel. Well, actually, it should get cleaned up here.
God bless. What can I help you with?
I'd like to make use of the bathhouse's services.
Uh-huh. And what do you want?
Proper bath. And my clothes need washing.
I'm sure you'll be extremely satisfied. God be with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just so I look a little more presentable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so where is this fellow? B, down in the corner there.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the fellow that helped out Lady Stephanie.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
How goes the work, Master?
Getting there, getting there. You need something, my boy?
What are you doing here, anyway?
You're in an engraver's shop, my boy. We're engraving, of course.
Yeah, but engraving what? And what's it used for?
Oh, we engrave wood and stone as well as metal. Here in the monastery, it's mostly about decoration.
You've got quite a large workshop, Master. You don't do all the work alone, surely?
I'm usually here with my apprentice, Florian. Of course, by simple observation, you'll note that this is not currently the case, and I'm here alone, which means that either I'm a liar or something out of the ordinary has occurred.
I see. I think. So what's happened to Florian?
He shares the fate of the pharaohs for today. The fifth scourge of Egypt did smite him, the plague, or so his message advised me.
Jesus Christ, the plague?
Do remain calm. I'm quite certain the plague from which Florian is suffering wasn't a judgment from on high, or if it was a judgment on excessive drinking. I'm told such an ailment can be of truly biblical proportions.
What's he like, your apprentice, Florian?
I'm afraid that his exuberant youth has taken its toll. He's been acting strangely of late. I fear he has delusions of persecution.
I don't really know what you mean, at all.
Recently, for example, he told me that someone was following him. And the very next day he bought a padlock from the blacksmith and locked up his chest, as though I would ever sneak into it. In any case, why the interest? Are you looking for him?
Something like that.
May I ask why?
I have a message for him.
A message? Who would be interested in that wastrel? Other than his furious and deeply disappointed master, of course. About your question, you'll find him at home, no doubt feverishly dying. He sleeps in the baker's cellar.
Ah, thank you. Does Florian have any enemies?
A man such as he certainly owes money at every turn, and the parents of local girls are undoubtedly displeased with his attempts to propagate. However, most recently it was that fury from the baths who accosted him in quite a spectacular rage.
A woman from the baths? What did she do?
The harpy nearly tore all Florian's hair out. I don't frequently feel sorry for my ne'er-do-well apprentice, but on that occasion I made an exception.
Do you have any idea why she did it?
She was screaming about some girl, some flighty bathmaid, Esther. I would say that Florian had felt the joys of spring and acted accordingly, although one would have thought they'd be used to that sort of thing at the bathhouse.
Thank you. I'll leave you to your work.
See you later.
Okay, so I wonder if it's the apprentice that's being followed around by this Raporta, or Rapita. Okay, talk to Florian, the engraver's apprentice. Talk to the Madam of the Baths. Okay, so let's go back to the baths. And it doesn't look like I'll be dueling anytime soon, so we'll just keep working on this.
Yeah.
Alright, so is this her?
Has something happened?
I hear you're at odds with apprentice Florian.
At odds? I'll give you at odds. It's that sod's fault they took my Esther. Poor girl. I shudder to think what's become of her.
What exactly happened?
This man came in wanting a bath, and Esther with it. She doesn't normally offer that kind of service, but I didn't see the harm, so I sent her in to him. And suddenly I hear screams. So I run out, and I see the bastard pulling her out of the tent and shoving her into a boat.
I'm sorry they took her, but what exactly has it got to do with Florian?
They shouted at me to tell Florian that when he wises up, he'll get the girl back.
I assume that Florian knows this, Esther.
You know village girls. They don't get much of a choice. Every other knave has a turnip for a brain, and if they don't, they're relatives. And then some young dandy turns up who writes her little poems. What's the poor girl to do? And this is how it ends. She should have stuck with the turnip heads.
Where can I find this Florian? I'd like to ask him a few questions.
He works in the engraver's workshop at the monastery craftsman's yard. And if he's not there, he'll be holed up like the rat he is in the cellar he rents from the baker. He's afraid of me, for sure.
What did the bailiff make of it?
Don't even get me started on that. He's another fine... I won't say what. I told him everything, but he says he won't do nothing about it.
How's that then?
He wouldn't tell me to my face, of course. But people here don't think much of us. There's some as reckon my Esther deserves what she got. Poor girl.
It sounds like you were close to Esther.
I loved her like my very own. She came to me as an orphan, like a wolf child she was. I raised her and taught her and gave her a job, and now she's gone. Who knows if she's even alive? Good luck, then.
Okay, so seems that they're holding her as hostage to make him do the engraving. Let's see, what do we got? Talk to Florian. Okay, let's go have a word with Florian.
Yeah.
So they said he's staying in the baker's basement? Okay. Where would that be? Florian.
I hope I can be of some humble service to you.
You look quite sprightly for an invalid.
What? Who the hell are you?
My name's Henry, and I'm making inquiries for Sir Radzig Kobyla.
And what do you want from me?
Straight to the point then. All right. I've been investigating counterfeit money, and the trail led me straight to you. Does the name Rappator mean anything to you?
I don't know. Maybe?
Don't bother. I know you know him. You make the punch dies for the counterfeiters. How do you hand them over? Do you know where their workshop is?
I can't say anything. I'll deny everything and you've got nothing on me. No evidence, just accusations.
You just incriminated yourself.
One man's word against another. Like I said, I'll deny everything.
And do you really think that's going to help you? Your word means nothing. You've got the tools, the knowledge and the workshop. The only thing missing is a motive, but I'm guessing it's money.
I don't give a fuck about money.
So what then?
Those bastards kidnapped Esther. If I don't cooperate, they'll kill her.
I'm sorry about that.
Me too. Listen, I'll tell you everything, I promise. But only if I know that Esther's safe.
What, so I'm to go searching for her in the woods?
I know where they're keeping her, but nobody will help me. And what can puny little me do faced with those strapping great villains?
Very well. I'll bring back your Esther.
Really?
Yes, but then you have to tell me everything.
I will. I swear to God Almighty. Please, just bring her back to me. Nothing else matters.
Where are they keeping her?
In the Skalitz Hills. There are some abandoned cottages around the mines. That's where I saw her last. They took me there when I said they had to let me speak to her.
All right. I'll go there and try and think of something.
You're my saviour.
Don't get your hopes up. Anything could happen.
God be with you.
Ah, look at that. It finally stopped raining. Okay, let's see about doing this duel. Hopefully it's not too late in the day. And perhaps that new armor piece will help us out in getting back Esther if it's any good. Oh, it's locked. So we've got Damsel in Distress. And oh, it looks like they've taken her a far distance. Okay. Let's see if we can't catch the bailiff here and arrange this duel. Or maybe it's too late in the day. Okay. Actually, I'm a little short on time. So I think I'm just going to finish up at this point, and then we'll continue on in the next video. Really sorry, I would have liked to have done this a bit longer, but looking at the clock, I do have some things I have to get done. So I'm just going to finish up now. Now, if there are any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Otherwise, as always, thanks a lot for watching. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video. And again, I'm sorry that I had to finish up, but I wasn't really paying attention to the time, and as I said, I do have some things I have to get done. So, I'll see you again.